Our role, though, is to bring justice to this family.
But first, breaking news, LA's DA charges a soccer coach with murder in the death of a 13-year-old boy. Good evening, and thank you for joining us. I'm Pat Harvey.
And I'm Juan Fernandez. These new charges come a week after 13-year-old Oscar Omar Hernandez was reported missing and then found dead in Oxnard.
And KCAL's Luz Delia Caballero is live in downtown LA, where investigators just wrapped up a press conference where they said they are now looking for additional victims. Luz Delia.
That's right, and this is only the beginning into a likely lengthy investigation. We are talking about a soccer coach that now authorities believe has also been involved in other incidents. We earlier talked to the family of the 13-year-old boy who obviously wants more answers. They understand that these answers won't bring their beloved son back, but it will bring them closer to that closure they so desperately need. We want to show you the 43-year-old man that the district attorney says is responsible for the death of 13-year-old Oscar Omar Hernandez. 43-year-old soccer coach Mario Garcia Aquino has been charged with murder in connection to the death of this 13-year-old boy found dead in Oxnard. The timeline, they say that on March 28th, he was actually killed in Lancaster. That's where they believe his soccer coach Mario Garcia Aquino lives. LAPD says 13-year-old Oscar Omar Hernandez was reported missing Sunday. His family telling us the teen actually boarded a Metrolink train to meet his coach in Lancaster, but the boy never returned, and only limited messages were sent from Oscar's phone to family members until it went completely dark. Oscar Omar's body was found last Wednesday on the side of the road in Oxnard in a remote area near McGarth State Beach. And this was, of course, a joint operation with multiple agencies to include the FBI. The family just now wanting answers at this point. We have not been told the cause of death and what circumstances led up to his death, though District Attorney Nathan Hochman says justice will be served. Take a listen.
It doesn't happen overnight. You have to actually go through all the different parts of an investigation before you ever get to an arrest warrant. You know, we want, in every single case, we want justice to be as speedy as possible, but we got to get it right. And we have to make sure that at the time we end up charging someone, we have the evidence to prove it. So when we filed and got the arrest warrant on the earlier case, he was actually arrested, and unfortunately he had committed this case as well.
I was in shock. I didn't believe it because, you know, I just saw him like on that same week. He was a good person. He was really funny. He was sweet. He always had a smile on his face.
And those were his friends speaking out at the vigil. Just a heart-wrenching situation here. If convicted, Aquino could be facing the possibility of parole for murder. We're talking about life without the possibility of parole up to the death penalty. We will continue to see if we can talk to the family here who is still inside at the press conference that's actively going on. Reporting live from downtown Los Angeles, Luz Delia Caballero, KCAL News.
All right, let us know if you do, Luz Delia. Thank you. And our live stream coverage continues with KCAL News assignment editor Mike Rogers at the desk.
That's right. And Mike, you have been looking into this alleged 2024 case.
Yeah, so, you know, we started looking into this last week when we started to hear rumors that the suspect had been taken into custody. And you're right, it was for that February 2024 case. And I want to show you some images of the suspect again that was at the press conference today. And while we talk about that, Sheriff Robert Luna, as well as the DA's office, says this happened February 22nd of 2024. The sheriff says the suspect befriended a family that had a 16-year-old son, likely through his soccer programs that we have mentioned as him being a coach for a traveling soccer team. The DA and the sheriff accuse him right there of assaulting that 16-year-old boy. The exact charge is assault with intent to commit rape. Now, we asked the DA why the time between February 2024 and now did it take for them to file charges in that case. That's where you heard him say, this is what it takes. We have to make sure we get everything right. Things don't always happen overnight. One thing I do want to point out, you guys, when we were going through the court records here for this 2024 case, you heard the DA, if you watched the news conference a little while ago, you heard the DA reference that they got got a warrant and then were able to place him under arrest. The warrant was not applied for, and he was not taken into custody until the day the boy's body was found. Now, the sheriff of the LAPD said that while sheriff's detectives were investigating that alleged 2024 assault, that's when they started communicating with Foothill detectives, learning about the missing persons case. That's how robbery homicide got involved in this. But again, that February 2024 alleged sexual assault of that 16-year-old boy was not filed on. The arrest warrant was not filed for until they found this boy's body last week, guys.
Well, hopefully this stops, Mike, and there won't be any more victims. But I'm sure they're asking for others to come forward if they have been victimized by this person. Thank you, Mike.